All right, I'm not talking, dude. And this is the top rain, dude. Please take my record balance. If you daily movie guessing, here's the picture. It's December 4, 2025. It's game 1341, 1341, 1341. Would that happen if I do the and? 1341. That works for all of them. Um, oh, uh, got yesterday's wrong. Not a disaster, but I like getting them right. So today I want to get it right. Yeah, it's not new. It's nothing new to get it right. I just don't like getting it wrong. I hate that. I can't watch these videos when I get it wrong. I just can't watch. Let's play today's game. All right, yesterday the answer was her. You know, her, the Joaquin Phoenix movie directed by Spike Jones with the voice talents of Scarlett Johansson. Oh, and Scarlett Johansson was not the original voice, by the way. It was Samantha Morton, who is an extremely good actress. It wasn't like they didn't hire someone who was a good actress or anything. They just did it. And when they got into the editing room, they said, it's just not right. It's just not right. So they paid Samantha Morton, of course, and fulfilled her whatever her contract was, and then hired Scarlett Johansson to re-record. Fortunately, it was only her voice, so it wasn't like they had to do any. It didn't require any shooting with a crew. Um, but yeah. So Samantha Morton is if you saw Minority Report, she's one of those precogs. She's the one she had to shave her head. And she's also I we first Harvey and I first knew her noticed her in this Woody Allen film with Sean Penn called Sweet and Lowdown, where she played a mute, didn't have any line, no dialogue at all. I've seen her in a million things, but those are the two I remember her most in. Talking about Samantha Morton, the woman who was replaced, whose voice was replaced by Scarlett Johansson in Her. Let's see today's game. 85%. Oh, get this. 85%. Carrie. And there's the answer is right there. Carrie. Carrie White burns in hell. That is Amy Irving. Now I don't even have to see the choices. Let me see what Jaden said. Jaden said something. He said, a very good picture today. I almost didn't get it, but an element kept bringing me back to what was ultimately the right choice. And I don't, apparently that element was not the fact that you get the the answer to the movie right here. Carrie. Carrie. There's the move. That's the answer. All right. Alphabetically, it's most likely going to be first. Up the Burbs. The Burbs. That is a movie with Tom Hanks. And who else was in that? I don't remember. Maybe it was Amy Irving, but I don't think so. Um, we could look it up, but since technically we're all right, Carrie should be next in line. Carrie, that's the answer. It's Alive. Ah, I love It's Alive. Um, It's Alive is about a little monster baby. Uh, these parents give birth to a monster and it kills people, but they love it. They can't help but love it, if I recall correctly. And then there was a sequel, which in some parts of the country was called It's Alive 2, and where I lived, it was called It Lives Again. And then there were three babies in that one. Three monster babies with claws that kill people that you can't help but love. So that was a really good and by it's by that guy. Oh shit, it's a really good filmmaker. He made a lot of really he made a lot of low budget horror films, but they were all successful and all really, really good. I should know his name. Anyway, um, Night of the Creeps. I don't know that movie. And Return of the Living Dead. All right. Carrie, final answer. No lifelines needed. Got the picture. 85.4% correctly identified or guessed Karaya. 6% guess Return of the Living Dead. 5.2% guess Suburbs. Theburbs. Oh, Theburbs. 2.3% guess Nicht auf the Krebs. I guess they were like, that's like a breakfast movie, like when they have breakfast for dinner, Nicht auf the Krebs. 1.1% guessed Eitzaliv. Eitzaliv. So, how 85, almost everyone knew the answer without any help. Let's see what my stats are. 77%. Let's see what they said about motherfucking Carrie, baby. And yet, from the master of the genre Stephen King, Brian De Palma Carrie stars City Spencer as a young girl facing a terrifying adolescent surge, resulting in one of the most chaotic, harrowing, climactic experiences of all time. Which, in addition to the slow burn of her high school trials and tribulations, what? What? Earned the film a place among the American Film Institute's most celebrated thrillers. Wait. So students plays a young girl phase, okay, resulting in one, okay, which, in addition to the slow burn of her high school trials and tribulations, what does the sentence even mean? Earned the film a place among the American Film Institute's most celebrated thrillers. Okay, so it earned the film a place among the American Film Institute's most celebrated thrillers, in addition to the slow burn of her high school trial. That sentence doesn't make sense. All right, well, we know who wrote it, so I guess we shouldn't expect it to. Carrie was a big film in my life. I was, what year was it? 1976. So I was 13 years old. Still not allowed to see R-rated movies, but I had a friend over uh, one night, as we always, as was the normal for us Friday or Saturday night. And but even though I like talked my father into taking me and my friend Jim down to downtown Cincinnati to see Carrie. In those days, it was common for movies to have an exclusive engagement in one city. It would open in one theater, one screen. They don't do that very much anymore, um, but they did all the time back then. So anyway, and Carrie, is that all our time? Is that like it? That's it. That's our time. I was going to tell you everything I knew, everything about Carrie. Anyway, um, I talked my father into, he made an exception. I I begged for like half an hour at least, and he finally relented, and he took us downtown to see Carrie. And got so much more to say about it. There's just no time. Um, well, anyway, what's this? Oh, it was big movie in my life as an early adolescent. Loved Carrie. I saw it so many times, at least 7 times in a theater, at least. All right. See you next week.